and welcome back. So, yesterday we started building in the campaign for Anno 1800 here, and we're going to be continuing that tonight. So, we're going to try and go for a couple hours and see if we can get a little bit of money accumulated and see if we can find some other people to interact with. After we deal with Edvard and his scheming, see what other adventures await us. Hello there. Yes, this is Anno 1800. It is a strategic city builder. So we are building a city, but you have to manage the resources for each of your population levels. So for workers, they're going to want things like fish and sausage and soap and things like that. But then when you get to another level, they're going to want different things. So you just kind of have to manage all of the needs for each of the different levels. And it's a lot of strategy and planning and building trade routes and sorts of things like that. There are other opponents, and we'll have some combat and such later. But for now, it's just getting a city started.
A competitor raised a settlement.
And I can't see that island. So in this game, everything is built on islands, and this is my island. I can't completely access everything. This area here is blocked off for now, but I'll get this area hopefully today. And our biggest competitor right now is Edward, who has a rather large city. I don't know why there's a typing emoji. I only see...
A competitor raised a settlement.
I see a couple viewers. So hopefully we can get enough bricks to build out this church, give them another need, and then we also want to upgrade this warehouse because it's a bit overloaded. And so for the moment, since I don't have enough resources to upgrade this, I think I'm probably just going to build another one right next to it, and then we'll upgrade later. And we also have a quest book that gives us some guidance as to some of the things that we need to do. And so this is wanting us to build a sailing shipyard, which we've started down here, but we don't have the bricks to complete it. We need 25 bricks and we only have 14 currently. So we'll be getting that. And then the other thing is we need to build a silo on a pig farm. And to do this, we have to have grain production. I have no idea what you are asking. So I think we're gonna start producing some amount of bread. For now, we're just gonna put this here. This is not really where I want it because it needs 144 tiles of grain production, and so we'll start to put a little bit of it here and we'll see how much we can fit in, but I don't want to take up too much space. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get away from it, so we're gonna do our last 4 up there, and that should put us at our 144, and we should be able to start getting some grain that we can then turn into both flour. But we could also, on our pig farms, put in a silo, and that should make our people happy. So we'll do that real quick. And I am going to have to do it on this one, but I think I need to expand the road. I don't know if this game has anything like that. I don't know. I don't know how to do what you're asking. I'm sorry.
More's the merrier.
And the other thing that we can do is we can place down a bakery. It's not going to get a whole lot of grain right now because we only have the one farm, but it will be at least a start for the moment. I could make another grain farm, but I'd have to take out some of these trees, and I don't think I want to do that just yet. I'm gonna speed up some time to see if we can get some of these bricks back that I just spent. I will have to figure out what you're talking about later, because right now I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. This particular warehouse is going to get a little bit overwhelmed, so I might want to build another warehouse next to it, at least for now until I have enough bricks to be able to upgrade them correctly. So maybe I put the pigs on one and the grain on another, something like that for the moment. And how are we doing on pig production? We don't have a whole lot of extras, but what I can do is I can put a rind house, or a rendering works, and I cannot talk today. And then we can also put a soap factory in down here. And so then we'll get some amount of soap. We won't get very much because we don't have a lot of pigs, but we can expand that.
That bloomin' turnip was the size of her head.
I think we have about half the bricks that we need to complete our shipyard down here, because this needed 25, so just waiting on bricks. If I can stop building other things that need bricks. And I could also expand up here and build another brick production. I have enough wood. Let's do that. I have enough people and enough wood, so shouldn't be a problem. And that should start getting us some more bricks. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade a few more of these houses, build these that haven't yet been built, but then upgrade some of these to our next tier. And that will give us more workers. We will have to wait now for a little bit more wood, but our wood production seems to be doing pretty well. How are we doing on fish? Our fish production's pretty good, so I'm going to still keep this one paused.
Stores are inundated.
And I think we can also pause the sail maker. We're not building any ships right now, so we don't need that. I think I'm going to now build the shipyard. I was debating on building the church first, but the shipyard completes this mission.
First shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. The perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making.
And we've made it to chapter 2.
So you build ships like your father. Well, the Queen is in the direst need of ships.
Now, I don't
Supporting
have...
her will go some way to healing the wounds of the past.
I don't have any cannons right now. I need to get
A commission for the
some
Royal
iron production
Fleet.
going.
And in such quantity. A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we?
So we're just going to keep building more worker houses, upgrading our farmers to workers, so that way we can then unlock our steel foundry. And then from there, we should be able to make the cannons that are needed to build out these ships. And then once we also have some wood, we can build this one that doesn't require any weapons at all. In order to get the frigate unlocked, we'll have to get some artisans, which is another level above our workers here. In order to do that, we're going to need bread, soap, and school. So, much to do. Our school is currently locked. We're going to need a few more workers. A couple hundred there. But we can build a police station and keep everyone safe. Once we start getting enough, probably bricks. Yeah, more bricks. Another thing we can do, if we want to spend the money, we can set up a trade, and we can just basically say that for certain items, we want to buy them from other people. And they'll send a ship over and we can buy those items. But it's very expensive to do that, so we want to try and make it ourselves if we can. And I see that we are out of schnapps, so I'm just going to put a couple more of those factories in here. And hopefully this number will start going up. We can go ahead and build our police station. And the police station will go on patrols and stop people from looting and different things like that. What is our production bottleneck here? We have enough logs coming in, but we don't have enough lumber being produced. So I'm going to make a couple more sawmills. And again, we have to connect these to the road, so I'm just going to surround them again. And I think put another warehouse in just because... Actually, that warehouse I think is too close. I don't think we need that one. Because we have 3 warehouses here, so this should be good enough. Now our wool production is maxed out, but we are not using it to make sails or workman's clothes, so we could probably close these for the moment. That would help our balance continue to go up, because these take 20, and if we pause them, it will only take half that. I think we're going to go ahead and actually just pause the mill and instead allow additional pig production. I don't have a lot of wood, but the next thing that I'm going to want to do is build out more of these houses to workers so that I can try and get to artisan. And then we have a fire going on down here, so hopefully our little fire patrol can come down here and put it out. They're already on their way. No, they're not. They're just waiting. That's... Oh, no, they're on their way. I just mobilized a second one. So they'll get this fire put out, hopefully. Otherwise, our city will burn down.
You have a slaughtering machine.
Did they come from this firehouse? Let's send another brigade. We gotta get this fire put out.
Job.
Our whole city is burning down. I might need to put more firehouses so that we get some better coverage, because this is on the edge and it's not being covered as well as it should be. We're going to try and put it out here so that I can share it with the farms. Now it does take a while for them to be trained, so we get this little waiting icon and we can't use this building until they're trained, so hopefully just no more fires.
You're flourishing.
A competitor raised a settlement.
I think I'm gonna have my ship that I have down here just start like exploring a little bit more of this map so that we can get it filled in and meet some of our competitors. Constantly in need of more bricks. I think we can do
Look sharp, the governor's here.
one clay pit. This takes 30 seconds. And this takes a full minute. So we should be able to do one clay pit to 2 brick makers. And that should help us increase our production. So now we should start having much better stone production. And then this is copper, limestone.
What you say
We're
your
looking
name
for
was?
iron.
That's a strong name. Don't let it down.
That's zinc. All right, I think our only iron is going to be on the other side of the wall.
I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
All right, so we're gonna have to knock down this barricade.
We can blow our way through. Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but at least your workers can start their dig.
So this is mostly just waiting on bricks, and then we'll be able to start phase 1 of an excavation site. I don't know how to talk. But it's not within range of a warehouse, so one of the things we could do is we could just place a warehouse here and then connect it up to the road. And now we're just waiting on it to get those resources. And I think I'm just going to speed things up again. Try and get some more resources coming in everywhere.
Production has stopped.
All right. Why has production stopped? Probably because we don't have enough bricks.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise.
Oh yeah, I think we need to
Father
go get
used Mr.
someone
Ticker on account of his good sense.
from
Go
Edvard's
on.
Island.
I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
All right, so we got to go over to Edvard's Island, and we got to find our little person. And I don't actually know where he's at. Some of these quests are a little bit annoying where it's just you can't see what it is. But when you hover over clickable things, you can usually get like the things that are clickable will highlight with an outline. And so sometimes that can help you find things.
Better doing this by hand.
Why are you sending me here? It's keeping me pretty well here, but I don't see anything that is clickable other than woodcutters and the warehouse.
Something for all seasons.
Well, I don't see where this is.
Commerce and industry.
Maybe something on the other side that we're not seeing. I'm not entirely sure why it's focusing on this warehouse, but I don't actually see the event. Now, sometimes there's weird glitches where things don't load in, and so you have to go somewhere else and then come back, and sometimes things will load in differently. I see this with like quest, so that when you have like a ship and you go to someone's lighthouse, sometimes it won't activate the quest until you leave and come back.
Darling, bring your Paris hat.
What am I missing?
After the picket protests, many fine men left Bright Sands to join you. Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So there you are, the traitor's children.
How dare you?
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's peachy island in the New World to some rebel upstarts? Ha! Traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I'd call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth, just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately at your disposal. I can't think why he'd be worth anything. Everyone here is beyond redemption.
I'd do anything to dodge Mr. Bleakworth's treadmill, but no, I'm not your expert.
Forget escape. And to what? Edvard's new vision for bright sands. Demolition? I could demolish.
One of the things that I do find a little bit annoying about this game is WASD do not move the camera as so many other games do. And so every time I hit it, I end up opening like the achievement screen and different stuff.
The way Mr. Bleakworth treats us, I don't...
Samuel Goods, engineer? Aye, that's me. Who's asking?
That's the least I'm due for my suffering.
You're suffering.
He is ready for transportation. Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants.
Alright, I think I need to send my ship over here, and I only have the one ship, so let's just send him here. Who's down here? Oh, that's just my own vessel. George Smith, Cedar Grove. He has a very small island. But he might have another one somewhere else. I see a ship coming off the side over here. Alright, so back over at the prison, we're waiting on our ship to arrive. Where is our ship? Just passing by this island. So going to take a little bit.
I'm Bente Jorgensen, chairlady of the Jorgensen Foundation. I can't wait to work with you.
She has so much wasted space. This giant island and then like nothing built on it. Nothing built on it at all. Like 2 houses. And a farm. Okay. The AI in these games sometimes gets a little bit weird. Oh, does she have another island up here? This one doesn't have much more, but at least it has something built on it.
Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants.
Oh,
The
I can send it to my own island. Okay, that's even better.
What I wouldn't give to get out of my shuttered bureau. See you on the other side. If I must be a good citizen, so must you.
So I guess let's just head back to the island and await our demolitions expert. I think we can expand our small trading post here, which will up our maximum amount of goods. So now instead of doing only 75, we can now go up to, I think, 150. Yeah, 150. Waiting on the demolition expert here. I think we can start production also of this ship because we needed to build one of those for Archibald.
Oh, he's here. Try to make a good first impression, eldest. Any friend of father is a friend of ours.
All right, he's waiting at the harbor with all the dynamite.
So, I'm a commodity now, to be bought and sold. Your father treated me like a human being. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but it won't bring Samuel back.
New buildings have been unlocked. What have I unlocked? The only thing I see is beer production, but this island doesn't have the fertility to actually
Mining
make
for
that,
you,
so.
Mining for Eli. What's the difference?
I'm still waiting for the boom.
All right, this phase should go pretty quickly. We have all of the wool that we need for this, for them to wire up the blasting holes.
Bright Sands will never be matched if that's what you're set on.
Wake me up when you're ready. Start up again? Oh, right.
I think we can start making bread, and that will make our people happy. Though I think this silo should actually stay closed. We just don't have enough grain production to keep both of them going. Alright, just waiting for the project to finish. We'll speed up time.
Ship constructed.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to pause. I wanted to go back to regular time. We need to load up some potatoes, and I don't have any right now because our people are using them to make schnapps. And so I'm going to clone one of our potato farms down here and have a second one. Can I fit a third one? No, it's in the rocks if I do that, but we can have a second one. So I'm just going to put that down here. And hopefully that will give us enough potatoes, but I think that we're just missing our potatoes here. So let's pause these so that we can get enough for this delivery quest. All right, and this should be finished. So let's ignite the fuse. Yes, bread is delicious.
Who are all these busybodies? Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate.
Sourdough bread's pretty good.
Boom.
But I think over the last couple years, it's kind of been a bit, like, overdone. Because sourdough is everywhere the last several years.
My apologies. That was indeed impressive. Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
A special edition for a special happening. This makes everybody happy.
Iron into steel, steel into arms, and we shall have fulfilled our first royal commission.
Potato bread is a pretty solid choice. I do like potato bread. All right, this is coal, but we can't build a coal mine because we don't have artisans. Can we build an iron mine? We have everything for an iron mine,
There was
so.
a chance while your father still lived. Now he's dragging it out now he's gone.
I'm going to go ahead and place another fire department because if I remember correctly, iron foundries do like to explode. So we're going to put in a furnace, but we can't put in a furnace
I could simply go to press.
entirely, like there's no coal, so we'll have to convert some trees.
You are trying, at least. I know Samuel wouldn't have given up.
So because we're building factories, our city has lost some of its appeal and people are not happy with that. And we can choose to come in here and replace this with a more positive story. But if we do that, then we'll lose favorability, especially with other people. So I think we're just going to take the -5 and publish this as it is.
Newspapers, uncompromising journalism.
So I'm going to put a charcoal kiln down here so that we can start getting some charcoal. And I'm actually going to put 2 of them in. I think that there's enough trees in this area to make that worthwhile. Okay, we didn't have enough bricks to finish this one, but this one should be ready in just a moment. I say that and then it takes a while. Let's just speed up time. All right, now we can build that. All right, so we still need to build a steelworks, but I'm not really worried about getting like normal steel beams. I'm wanting to get the steel for cannons here so that we can build our ships and complete the order for Archibald. And it takes so long to get what we need. It looks like for our cannons, we are going to need just a standard steelworks anyways. So we'll put that in also, but I think that we can turn it off as soon as we have the steel beams. And that's just needing 10 bricks. So we're going to fast forward some time and see if we can't get that pretty quickly.
There's love in your heart. I know it.
All right, so we can build our
There is
steelworks.
no shame in producing weapons if it is in defense of the realm, eldest.
I think we're going to need to upgrade more of our houses because our workers, we currently have a shortage. But to do that, I'm going to need to have more bricks. And so the first thing I'm going to do is use some of our 100 wood to finish building out some of these farmers. And then as we get in additional bricks and needs met, we'll be able to upgrade some of these. They need more clothing, so let's finish fulfilling that before we do that. I paused a couple things earlier, and so let's just make sure that we have enough wool in our bin. We are going down, so I can turn one of these back on, or both of them, and then I can increase our tailors. And so we're just going to put in a couple more of our knitters in and make more workman's clothes. We only have 2 right now. If we put this here and maybe another one here, that will double up what we have, and we should be able to increase our production. So these are producing, again, 30 seconds here, and these are 30 seconds here. So it's a 1-to-1 for these, and we have our sales production paused, so this should even out. Oh, I'm gonna forget about this delivery quest if I don't do it. So let's try and just grab our, he wants 6 potatoes. So let's get these sent on their way. That way I'm not forgetting about doing this delivery. This is saying that there's no warehouse in range, so we'll go ahead and build another warehouse just so that we have one really close by. And we are losing quite a bit of money, so hopefully delivering these potatoes will give us enough that we can kind of survive until we start producing a little bit more money. Our ship is traveling so slow, though. We almost have our workers back up into the positive, but it is taking a minute. I'll go ahead and upgrade this warehouse since we're trying to increase our clothing production, and that will allow them to do this a little bit quicker. And it looks like our ship has arrived.
Coming clean.
So we give him some potatoes, and he gives us 5,000 coins. They'll buy us a little bit of time. And we can also turn off things that are not being used to try and increase our revenue to draw this out a little bit longer. But right now, the only thing not being used is anything that's kind of like already got paused or a destination full kind of indicator, which I think right now nothing is destination full. So there's not really anything that I can pause. I can pause a couple of these because they are missing the goods they need. And we'll just keep, actually that one can keep going, and we'll pause this one and this one because these two are right next to the warehouse, so they should be quicker to do their job. And so that gets us up to a little bit closer. If we pause this one, I don't think that this is actually influencing our income at all. It doesn't have a cost associated to it, so no point in pausing that. All of the warehouses also do take in a little bit of a cost, so any of those that we can get rid of, like I think I can get rid of this one here, so that will get us 20 back, and then we'll slowly stave off our decreasing balance. Now the ironworks is taking like 200, and so it's taking all of our workers, and it's also taking all of our money. I think we're getting pretty close to a positive workforce, so hopefully we'll also be getting a positive budget soon. Don't think that I can upgrade all of them as much as I would like to, but that gets us into a positive budget for now and positive workforce, so definitely good. And then that also unlocks our school, which will make them happy whenever we can eventually build it. I'm going to put it here in the center. Now school is another thing that's going to take a maintenance cost. This one's 50. Should be fine though. Whenever we get enough of these steel beams to finish working on this, we need 8, and we currently have 6. We will pause this one so that we're only spending, like, I think 100 instead of 200. So we don't really save that much, but it will be at least less workers. Yeah, and then this is considerably less on the number of workers. And then just for consistency, I also want these to be upgraded so that this entire block is all workers. I missed one because I didn't have enough wood. Thank you for the follow. I should have enough wood for that. Why are we not able to upgrade? Oh, I need one more piece of wood. And this is where I think like going back up to the faster speed makes sense. Just to get this done a little bit quicker. All right, now we have this entire block as workers, all of our farmers up there. We have enough of the steel beams that we can kind of pause this. I'm going to keep it going for now because we do have a positive budget and a positive workforce, so there's no point to pause it. And now we can get this one built. This one,
myself looking up to you.
it's still positive. We'll keep it going for now, but if our workforce or our money starts decreasing, we'll pause the steel foundry. But that will start getting us cannons so that we can build the other ships that we need to sell in this order. And this is taking 50 workers and 50 credits, coins. I'm not actually sure what to call this. They call it coins, but 50 money. And we don't have any artisans, so we can't build this one yet, but we should be able to build a second iron mine if we are not making enough of that yet. So right now this is done at 15 seconds, and then we are converting that into our steel. And this is 30 seconds, so we should be able to support 2 mines off of this. So let's build a second one, and we'll get that connected. All right, what are we short of? I think we're short on logs, so we need a couple more logging camps to try and get some of that. And try not to overlap too much with existing ones. Alright, I think we can also put a couple more over here. I don't necessarily need to do so many, but it will be useful for now. And then later we could decide to sell these or pause these or whatever we need to do. We are currently losing money again because I put so many of them down, but I'm going to see if that will correct itself or if I need to close my steel foundry. Also, each of the ships that we make will have some impact on our balance, but we're building those to fulfill the quest item that Archibald has given us, so I don't know if I can sell them before the entire order is done, but we can try once it gets over there. Our fish is currently going down. We'll keep an eye on that, and our clothing is going up, which is good, and we have plenty of pigs for this. So we're making sausage here, but we should be able to turn on our rendering works and our soap factory. Our soap factory needs 4 more steel beams, but this is pushing our balance lower, so I think I'm going to pause that new building that I just placed, as well as the steel foundry just for now. And I'm going to go ahead and just speed this up to try and keep things going, but we are barely breaking even, so hopefully we can start to get some more money coming in. And one of the ways we can do that is if we have things that we can sell. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we want to sell some of our pigs, and we can define how many we want to sell, as well as a limit for don't go below this number. And so I can say you can sell down to 70, but don't go below 50. And there may be a couple other things that we can decide to sell as well. Anything that we have an overabundance on production, which I don't really see anything right now, but I'm sure that more stuff will be coming in.
I love the fire service. They help me a lot.
Oh, we had another fire and I missed it. All right, so Archibald has came and made a little bit of a trade, and that gave us a little bit of money. He bought pigs. It's the only thing we have for sale, so that's kind of expected. And I think we need to go ahead and turn this on also, because our people are going to need more fish, and we are running lower. But I think we're going to need to turn off our cannon production because we're losing a fair bit of money. Try and get these into a positive for a little while. When we're this low, I'm not exactly sure that is a good idea. Unfortunately, when you pause it, it only saves you about half of the cost on this difficulty. All right.
Let's see if you're as principled as you claim.
You want
Seems
a
we hold the
delivery
same
quest?
perspective. Life doesn't seem so wretched now.
Okay, where am I
Get
taking
up
this
there.
prisoner?
Make your case.
Oh, that's not very far at all. I think the stream is going all right. Did you end your stream, or are you still going?
Brought some
You're on
joy.
break. Well, if you feel like doing an audit of the viewer list, feel free, but... Alright, I got some stolen gold. Have to figure out how I want to deal with that. Oh, let's just deliver it back to the Clipper. Okay. Is my audio okay? Oh, I think you left. I don't think you're in here anymore. Awesome. Thank you for checking. Thank you for checking that.
Brought this tiresome business to... It took no small amount of courage.
I got carpenter tools and a reputation with him. I think the carpenter tools I'm just going to store in the harbor because I don't need them on the boat for now. And then we can come up here.
It's ready to go.
I'm not going to be bankrupt, but as I said earlier, sometimes these negatives are better to keep. And so instead of trying to get a more positive spin, sometimes it's better just to publish it as it is. And I don't think there's anything else that we can pause, so I think the best thing we can do is make sure that our people are pretty happy with the resources they have and try and sell anything that we have excess of. Which right now I think the only thing we have excess of is lumber because we just built like a ton of lumber production. So we can shut a couple of those down for the moment. And now we have these two plus this one. And I think that's it. I think that's all the lumber production we got going on right now. Thank you for going in and cleaning up that list. I'll get better at keeping an eye on it at some point. What is taking the most of our money? Production buildings are... Our knitters are taking up a lot of the money. But we're barely getting to the right level here, so I don't want to completely shut them off. We can pause our brick production for the moment, though. At least build up a positive balance. We're not needing bricks for just a moment. And I think we can also just pause our lumber production, just trying to get the balance back up a little bit.
Oh, I'm always busy, Duck. A field don't tend itself.
Yeah, even getting all of those things paused, we still have a pretty substantial negative, so hopefully we can kind of get that taken care of pretty soon. Can I sell it separately?
Ah, yes, the bright young...
Yes, I can. I can sell it separately. Good. It was causing a continuous negative, so that's just one less thing that we have to pay for. And how are we doing on our schnapps production? Not very well. We're not making enough, but our potatoes are not really going up too far either, so lots and lots of improvement still to do there. We have enough workers. I want the balance to go a little bit more positive, but I don't think I'm going to get it with what I have. So I think I'm going to have to start actually building more stuff. And I can get some more bricks up here. Do we have any other ruins in this area? I don't see any more. Alright, so we're slowly getting back up to positive balance here. The only other thing that I have to sell is lumber, but I don't think lumber is going to get me that much. So I'm going to go ahead and set a sell on it, but I'm going to say you can sell down to 70, but not below 45-ish. Since we have such an overproduction of it. I suppose we can also sell treated timber too. Maybe not quite as much. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Alright, I think we can probably go to a faster speed. Our budget is mostly staying in the positive, so hopefully that continues to be the case. I want to try and get the budget back up to about 15 to 20,000, so about double what it is now. That will enable us to go when we start turning things back on. Though I don't think that I'm going to wait for that to happen. I think that I'm going to try and turn things back on before and hope it doesn't go too low. Because it's very much right on the edge right now. What do I need to make the next ship? I need one more cannon, but I need to turn back on at least this building. But let's see if I have enough of the... I have 12. That should be enough.
Some scab broke closure, did they?
This is going to push our budget into the negative in certain situations, but we will hopefully be able to complete this ship. Yep, there's our budget in negative. But we should have enough to build one gunboat, and I think we need 2 of them, I think. Yeah, we need 2 gunboats. And so this is going to be waiting on basically having 7 more cannons. So I don't think that we're going to keep that on for too long. And we're also going to want to make sure that we're not selling everything that we need. Because I think that we are not producing any more pigs right now. I think all those are paused. No, those are still on.
Ship constructed.
Alright, so now we can take this and send it over to Archibald and have him buy it.
But his spirit...
I don't need to buy any of these, but I can sell coal if I had it. And sometimes there's quests for different people. Like I have a little star icon somewhere. And by doing that quest, sometimes you can get other items or additional money, depending upon what the quest is. But I don't see where the star is at over here. I only see it on the map over there. Oh, there it is.
Fancy making hay while the sun shines, master?
Alright, so this is just a mystery. We're not going to know what it is until we get it, but this is just collecting 5 pigs. And so we're just going to go around, and when we see the 5 pigs, we can mouse over them and collect them. We don't have that many streets, so it should be fairly easy to spot them. We've already got 2 and 3. And we just have 1 more.
Keen as a three-legged
And that gave us more sausage, which we don't really need. I think our sausage production is fine. So we almost have our 10,000. We still need a lot more for really stabilizing the budget, but it's a start. All right. We are starting to fall below on our wood production, so I think I'm going to have to turn those back on, but I think that we're just going to have to start building more stuff. Otherwise, we're going to run out of funds.
When do we start again?
So that should get us back to having a positive wood production for now, but we're just going to stay in a negative budget until we can start to get more money coming in. I'm hoping that by constructing the school, when we can do that, that's 20 steel and we don't have that, that we can drive these up to be more in line with an aristocrat. And so these will level up and we can then start to build the frigates and sell those. Hopefully try and make a little bit of money there, but I think that that's really all we can do. These are pretty stable, the workman's clothes, so I don't think that there's a lot we can do there. And I'm going to go and pause the silo. I just can't have it running. I don't have enough grain to do the bakery and the pig production with only having the 1 farm. I could build another farm, but I just don't really have a good spot for it right now. So I might go this direction, but that's going to still come into our budget. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or if I'm going to end up pausing this, but it looks like it only takes about 20 credits, so hopefully that's not too much of a drain. We're bouncing between positive and negative, so our potato production is positive, but our schnapps production is not, so I think we have to turn these back on too. And again, everything is eating into our budget. I might need to build a second warehouse over here because this one's getting a little overloaded. And so we can have our potatoes go to one and our schnapp production go to another. But it comes into our budget and I'm just watching the number go down.
New orders?
Sir Archibald Blake.
That puts us a little bit higher. Maybe we can get another gunboat built at some point. Is my cannon production still on? It is. I need one more cannon, but I don't think I have enough of the iron bars here, the steel. So I can build maybe one more and then I can sell that and hopefully we can get our one more cannon. All right, we can build that ship real quick. Maybe that's what we're going to do, is just focus on building a bunch of gunboats and selling them. Like our entire economy just set up for that one thing, at least for the moment. But if I'm going to do that, I need to turn cell production back on. But that means the balance is off here, because this is going to take 30 seconds, and each of these takes, I believe, 30 seconds also. So I need one more sheep farm in order to have enough wool to now have the cell production on also. So I'm just going to add that in real quick. And by having the schnapp production going, we are going down in our potatoes, I think, but our schnapps should hopefully go up over time, maybe. I only have one cannon. Getting these turned back on is kind of expensive, but we can start building up more of our steel to build more of the cannons, to build more of the gunboats. And then we can take our gunboats and go sell them.
The fire is out of control.
Oh no, I don't have a firehouse close enough. I'll build another firehouse. It's going to take a while for them to be trained, but it will at least be there for next time. Yeah, if I can keep the people happy enough and basically sell off a bunch of gunboats, I think I might be able to get the budget high enough to be positive for a little while. But there's a lot of things that have to be turned on. And this is going to be pretty detrimental to our budget if we keep this on for too long. So we will see how long this lasts, because if we go into our production building, then we can basically see that our expenses on production buildings, our weapon factory is pretty high. Our steelworks is also pretty high. All right, I have one demolished building that we can rebuild. I could build more farmer housing, but then I have to build more marketplaces and things like that. And I'm not sure if there's a benefit to it. I might change this one because this is only giving us a +5, and so I might replace this -10.
What glad news.
Yeah, just a negative like that.
Anything else? Then I'll send it out.
I don't want to do too many of the modifications to the newspaper. Yeah, I believe I've already fixed that. There's no other buildings that are damaged that I see. I don't have enough for another gunboat yet. Still waiting on cannons. I could build more of these, but they don't sell for quite as much. I'm going to speed up some time and just to see if we can get enough cannons to build more gunboats. We have 5 of 7. I think our trading is what is keeping up our economy for right now. We keep getting people coming in and buying things. I don't think we have enough of our steel production to turn that on yet, and we're just barely scraping by with a very minor negative budget. Should be able to build another gunboat by now. I want to build multiple of these, but I need more ship cannons to do that. I think if I upgrade this, it might help them transport a little bit faster between these.
Ship constructed.
Stations.
Your father had that same steely look.
Don't tell me I've missed a... New orders? What a jolly, jolly...
Alright, we were able to sell a couple more ships. That gives us some more money. Slowly we will build out our economy. Oh, apparently our output storage is full, so we'll shut that for now.
Taking a break, like you said we could.
And then
Hide the bottle. It's the boss.
I just think we need a little bit more production here. So it would be good if we could get this up to a little bit more on our balance. It's still pretty low for me, but all right. This game has all sorts of statistic panels and different graphs and production values. Like, you can come in here and you can really go a little bit really into the weeds with trying to maximize your production and consumption and making sure that everything is perfectly balanced. Like, you can really get into the weeds with it. I do think that I should probably turn on some of my brick production. I'm not making any bricks right now, and I only have 12 left, so I can't really like upgrade, you know, these houses or anything because I don't have enough farmers to replace them. But I can't, when we get to having these needs met,
I like being
I won't be able to upgrade them to artisans without having bricks. And I need artisans in order to produce the frigate. So I need bricks, and I'm going to need more steel, but I don't have that just yet. And I could make more soap, but again, I need more bricks and more steel to make all these. Oh, speaking of steel, my steel foundry is currently on fire. So that's great. I'm glad I had a firehouse nearby, but I needed this extra road to get it there quicker.
Glad I ain't up the chimney.
The fire is almost out, and we'll be able to decide to turn that back on or not and start getting some of these steel beams. But this is going to take a pretty major hit in our budget because this is an extra 100 on top of what we were already spending. And so now where this was occasionally going positive, it's going to be, you know, just that much harder for it to get positive, which is why I'm wanting to find other sources of income. Okay, and that should be finishing soon, but let's come and check and see what this quest is about.
Grease the wheels, Governor.
What brings you here, Master?
Ship constructed.
All right, where would we find Old Harold? There he is.
Not bad for a big boss.
And we can't yet start another one of these, but we can take and sell this one. Got to keep the economy going. We can also sell some things to her Imperium here. So I think right now we might start working on some soap production. Hopefully try and bring some additional happiness to these people and therefore more income coming in, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. It may not be enough. And with this, we might need to turn back on the silos because we might not be making enough pig production to keep that going. So I think one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to turn off the trade so that we just basically try and build this number back up a little bit, and then we can use it for sausage and soap both, and hopefully that will be sufficient. But I only have 2 pig farms right now, and this produces at, well, currently 200%, but typically 100% in 1 minute. And the rendering works takes 1 minute, but the sausage production. Where did I put the sausage production? It's right here. It also takes 1 minute. So basically I have 1 pig farm going to sausage and 1 pig farm going to soap.
We lack the requisite materials.
But it's not enough for the soap factory. So this will be sitting idle half the time. Well, mostly I just want to get the people to start having a little bit of their soap needs met. The school will soon be built, and then hopefully there'll be enough to start getting some more people in here, and maybe that can increase our budget enough. In the meantime, we don't yet have enough for another ship. But did we sell the last one? No, we didn't. So let's go ahead and sell that. And that puts us up at 20,000. So bit by bit. And this is needing 20 of our new steel beams. So this is going to take a little bit. Our production here is basically going 30 seconds to that, and then this takes 45 seconds, and this takes a minute 30. So for our steel beams should be at 2 to every 1 cannon, and then we should have our steel every 30 seconds. So 6 per minute and a half? No, I don't. It's only 3 per minute and a half, which means that this is not quite enough. I'm going to need more production. But for now, this is what we can afford. Yeah, because this takes 100 credits on the maintenance. So I don't know if we can afford to put another one in here. I think I'm going to try. Because that will get the production a little bit higher, and so it should make the steel beams and the cannons just that much faster, but I'm not entirely sure it's going to work that way. Because that's a pretty significant bite in our budget. And I always need one more cannon. I think our clothing production is higher than our needs, so we might be able to stop a little bit of that. And then our sail production for sure is higher than our needs, since we only build the sails once we have enough cannons. But that drives our expenses up to almost 400.
Check a copy?
A competitor raised a settlement.
All right, so I think that this one is pretty positive, and this -5 we're just going to leave. It's usually better to be publishing whatever they've put unless there's a good reason to spend the influence and potentially risk upsetting one of your competitors. Speaking of competitors, I have this ship here, and I was wanting to explore more of the map, so I'm just going to send them on a quest to go get a little bit more of the map in. I still need a little bit more in the steel beams in order to build the schoolhouse, but I think that is the last need that we have to fulfill in order for our workers to start leveling up and start getting some artisans. So hopefully we'll have enough of those. I might be able to do like another row of houses, but I won't be able to do that much up here. They start getting a little too far away from the marketplace, and they don't like that.
Expect me to shake your disease-ridden hand.
Oh, you actually have a pretty decent harbor going on. You have lots of houses and such. When we look at our other competitors, they're just kind of not building a whole lot, and it makes their islands look really, really odd to have all those gaps. And so to see someone who's making better use and making a big kind of port city, it's kind of interesting. Oh, and there are pirates. So I don't know if the ship has enough cannons to defend myself from pirates. And I'm going right through the pirates.
I'm starting to wonder if you can't turn things around.
Oh, we have another gunboat for sale that keeps us back up at the 20,000. So it seems like I just have to have another one to sell every time I get to that point. But we're burning through it pretty quickly at negative 200. Oh, we can now build our school, and hopefully this will make our workers happy, and then they can start leveling up to artisan. I can't upgrade too many of them to artisan because I don't have enough workers for that, but I can upgrade some of them, and that will help us build our frigate, and we can start selling those.
She's small, but she's keen.
Yes, the bright.
Yeah, I only need a single artisan in order to build the frigate.
Ceasefire has ended.
And we're losing a lot of money. I'm trying to save my cannons to build the frigate, but I don't yet have that unlocked, so I think I'm just going to build another gunboat and worry about the frigate once I have an artisan, and I should be getting somewhat close. Some of these are half there. Just waiting on everything. All right.
Perhaps it'll mean journeying to the center of the earth. You are too kind.
All right, so she wants us to find up in the mountains a couple wolves and some black bears. And it should be fairly easy to do that. I say that and then I can't find one.
Ship constructed.
Do we need to find them on our island or her island? On her island. there's one. These light up in blue, so they're easy to see. And that should do it. So that gives us 8,800. Puts us up to a balance of 30,000. So making progress. Oh, and we have a couple of houses that look like they can be upgraded. And that gives us artisans. And we should be able to now have our frigates being built. Hopefully this pushes up into a positive balance, but we need 15 cannons for that. So I will see how long that takes.
All I ever desired was a place to live and work.
Shake your booty out of Angry Annie's waters, or she'll blow a hole in your mizzen.
Those are all certainly words.
A competitor raised a settlement.
New orders? Anyone for croquet?
All right, we are slowly getting up there. Do a little bit of decorating just because it makes them a little bit happier. And hopefully that helps us increase our bread production also.
Look busy, people.
Once I can make this frigate, I have 7 of the 15 cannons, but once I make that, I will probably shut off some of our steel production to try and get the balance to go up, or I'll just make more ships and get the balance to go up that way.
We don't even have to trade. It's just in case. Now we both benefit from each other's.
Good. Keep believing.
That's not a terrible idea.
I can go ahead and turn on more of my brick production here. I don't think I necessarily need it right this second, but it will help when I'm going to build other things, because right now I only have 16 bricks and I'm already losing a lot of money, so hopefully it can do some balancing. We have quite a bit of flour, but not enough bread. So what is our ratio on that? This takes 30 seconds and the bakery takes a minute. So we can have 2 bakeries going off of the same windmill. There's a lot of things here And I worry that they're going to catch fire, so I'm going to build another firehouse also. Oi, we're negative 500 now. But hopefully that will start making more bread, which will make people happier, bring more people in, and we'll be able to not worry so much about the negative money. I only have the one ship, but do I have the means to make any more? I almost have enough for the frigate, and I'm trying to get that in order. We have a fair bit of time before we're going to be in dire straits. Might go ahead and just upgrade this row of houses. That will take away from our farmers, but that'll give us more workers that we can upgrade to artisans. I'm hoping just for them to bring in more money, because now we're at plus 200.
People celebrate your leadership. Scooped us out of the gutter, you did.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough sausage production now, so I think we need another sausage house. That will cost more money, but if we can get people to be happier, then it will be okay, because our balance will keep going up. We're not going to have anything to make our artisans happy right now, but that will have to be okay for the moment. We have some negative here with pollution and vulgarity, but they're throwing a festival right now, so our place looks pretty good. And these decorations, they help raise up that score. So this is one that I might change. This is a negative 25, so we might change this to something where it's just a
We'll all be absolutely behind you.
get rid of the negative.
Your people are so satisfied.
But this does make our competitors a little bit unhappy. Good news is I don't super care about the competitors. All right. I just got two different newspapers at the same time. So we got a canal, so we can go to in Beza. I forget how you say it. But there's another continent we can go to with all new buildings and everything. And then we also have the ability to build docklands, which docklands is part of a DLC. And if I can do this later, that'd be great. Yeah. But you can build like a better harbor area. And then we also have, if we have a ship that we want to send on a quest, we can send them to go and explore new regions and unlock new areas to build. I don't want to do that just yet. We're in the positive, but I don't have a good ship. I want a couple, like, I would really like a ship of the line, but a frigate might be what I end up doing. And so I need to get enough cannons to build a couple frigates. And I can't fill this one. Oh, I can? I didn't think I could because I didn't have... Okay, I guess you just start with some rum whenever that comes available. Okay. And you gave me windows for rum. All right. I'm not wanting to build this right now. All right, can we make a frigate? We can make a frigate, and we don't yet have enough, but we have half the cannons we need for a second one. So I'm going to make one to sell, and then I'm going to make one to try and start exploring some of these other areas. And I think right now we should probably turn on the rest of our wood production. Try and just rush through some of this.
It's a surprise inspection. Complete stop.
Yeah, this one's still full, so we don't need to turn on this other building yet. That will save us a little bit of money. And we have a positive 400 balance, so I think we're doing pretty good, but we need more workers now. And if we upgrade too many of these, we will not have enough of the farmers. So I think what I'm going to do, I wouldn't normally do this, but I think I'm going to take this section that I left kind of blank, and I'm going to put some more houses here, and these will be upgraded to workers. That way we can keep all of our workers in one spot, and we can make sure that their needs are being met. And this also gives us a space that we can come in here and we can put more of our decorations in. And so right now we're just doing like modest park kind of stuff, nothing really interesting. And then we also have quaint park, which is what I was using for the other stuff. So for here, we can just draw out some trees or something and continue making our people happy with not super great decorations, but decorations nonetheless. All right, we're still waiting on these houses to kind of get what they need. I'm going to speed up some time here. It really shouldn't let you like upgrade your worker houses if you have a deficit. Like it should just be like, nope, can't do that.
Proper job.
These houses are taking a while to get to where I can upgrade them. All right, we're starting to see that. They're starting to get to that stage, so we're just going to upgrade them as they come available, and hopefully we will have enough resources to build another frigate by the time we're done with this. All right, so let's take it back down to normal speed. Hopefully those will fill in and we'll get enough workers. These frigates take a while. We have 12 cannons, which is not quite enough. We need a couple more. But if we upgrade our trading post here, we can then get, instead of 150, we can now have these go up to 250, which is quite a bit of a difference here.
An empire covers both land.
All right, we're still at -3 on the workers, but I think that they're slowly getting there. And it might be beneficial to set up another marketplace and some housing up in one of these two spaces. That would give us some more housing, or even over here. This is a nice big empty space. And then we can just basically have a road coming over here. Let's see if we can set that up pretty quickly. So basically just a quick little marketplace. We're going to have a firehouse to prevent everything from burning down. Then we're going to have a tavern because the people like to drink. And then we can have, I think in our workers category, I'm not super worried about them having a church yet. Might as well reserve the space. So we'll go ahead and put that down. And then we need a school and a police station. Okay, so now we can build out some streets around this and we can fill in the rest of the space with housing. All right, so now we can put some housing around that. And they should have like most of their needs met. And apparently we don't have enough wood, but we will get wood and get that filled in. I'm trying to keep these pretty dense. I think that this particular island is not going to be the very like photogenic, super popular island. This is just going to be get the population for the workers to be able to be here and do things. And I don't think we're going to have engineers on this island for, not engineers, investors, because you need electricity for that tier. You might need them for engineers also. It's been a while since I've gotten to that level. WASD not doing the things that I expect them to do in this game. I continue to hit the wrong button. All right, I will be building this over here, but I need to have more wood to build a bridge. So for now, I'm just building a path on either side, and we will need 20 wood. So we have 15 now, and we're just going to wait just a second because now we're at 19.
Ship constructed. Your company is flourishing. You may even be the match of your father. Rest his soul.
All right, so now we have a bridge going across. And we'll continue to build up that area as we go, but for now we want to take our new frigate that we built, and we're going to go sell it because we're down to about 10,000, 11,000 now, but we're going down pretty quickly. And he has a couple ships that we can buy, but we're not going to buy them right now. It wouldn't be very cost effective to buy it and then sell it back to him.
Ready the ropes? What a jolly. These reinforcements will
And that
please
takes us back up to about 20,000.
So it remains my hope no war will be necessary.
I would say that we want to start building this, but we don't have enough wood.
I had believed it would only do harm to tell you, but I have grounds to believe your father was murdered. And the killer, his cellmate, walks free. The rumor is he's in hiding, preparing to flee to the new world.
All right, so that's going to give us kind of our quest to go to the new world, but
We should investigate.
I don't think we quite have the resources to do that yet. We're going to go ahead and kind of start the quest because we need to sell over here, but I think it's going to want to send us on an expedition, and we don't have what we need for an expedition yet, so. And I think we're going to go ahead and tell these to stop selling, let them start building back up. And I don't see anything else that we could sell right now. Maybe fish, maybe clothing, but for now, let's just build them up and see which ones kind of start maxing out. We're doing okay on our income with a positive 400, almost 500. And we have plenty of workers and plenty of farmers and artisans, so not worried about upgrading any of those yet. but I'm going to go ahead and complete these up here. And we still don't have enough wood to finish it. I could have used the wood to build another clipper, but we'll get that replaced pretty quickly. Or another frigate. Right now I'm trying to just continue to drive up the income, so that way I'm not worried about it when I do go on these quests, the expeditions to other places.
Lady Luck wasn't on our side. The locals say that trading ship over there belongs to a stranger. Someone supplies the murderer from Madame Kahina's harbor. We should investigate.
Oh,
Don't blame yourself. It was not to be.
I had that going way too fast for me to actually do that.
There belongs to a stranger. Someone supplies the murderer from Madame Kahina's harbor. We should investigate.
I should have cleared more of the map so I could see, because with the fog it's really hard to see.
Might sparring bring your focus back?
Did I get too close?
Someone supplies the murderer from Madame Kahina's harbor. We should investigate.
I think I just got too close. I have to return.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
Alright, well, I think I'm just going to return back to here. I will do this quest next time, because right now I don't really want to do that. And how is the production of everything going? Our wood keeps going up, our lumber is still going down, but that's because we've been building a lot of things. Our fish is pretty stable, our clothing's up, our pigs are up, our steel is up, iron.
Trading ship over there belongs.
Let's build another frigate. If I had more artisans, I could build a ship of the line, but that takes 750, and a ship of the line is really nice for the like just selling ships before you start getting into the modern like steam engine, steel hull type ships. But I need more artisans, but I don't have enough workers to do that, so I might upgrade some of these in this new area that I built here, because all of their needs will be met. So we'll just say all of these are able to be workers, which will make this number go up, and we can then upgrade some of the other ones to artisans. Just upgrading these as we get the resources to do so.
Can't promise it won't be dangerous.
It's an escort quest, and I'm likely to fail it.
Exciting.
I don't have a ship that has decent cannons, so I don't know how well this is going to go. And I'm just watching the little dot go across the map, and I'm going to slow it down as soon as it gets close enough. It's about to our normal island. So I'm going to go ahead and slow it back down just a little bit. Let it go. Seems to be like a lot of waiting in this game. Hey, thank you for the raid. It's a little bit different of a game. It's not Zelda, but it's still a fun game. How was your stream? Well, this is doing its thing. My frigate is almost done, but I can't build another one yet, so... Haven't you played through that one before? So it's been, 23 years.
Ship constructed. Frigate commencing escort.
At least it finished while it was near my own island, so the frigate won't be very far behind. Yay, we got rid of the gunboat. Alright, now both of you, defend this ship. Can we get another frigate started? No, I still only have 10 cannons. These ships move rather slow. So I've sped them up for just a little bit, but I'll have to slow it down if we get into another event. Though I think that this particular cluster of ships should be able to defend against anything that they're going to face before they get to the harbor. Alright, and they're coming up on the harbor. So we'll go back down to normal speed. Well, they're still taking forever. So even though we're coming up on the harbor, it's not moving fast enough.
Spread some happiness with it.
Oh. George decided to give me 5,000 coins.
Something to keep you going.
Ah. That puts us up to about 40,000 coins. We're slowly making progress. And we just completed this escort quest, so we should be able to now bring our ships back and collect the reward.
Say that trading ship over there belongs to a stranger. Maybe.
let's upgrade more of these so that we have more workers. And we're going to take some of these workers over here and we're going to upgrade them to artisans. We're trying to get 750 artisans, and that will let us get closer. So now we can build airships, but I think airships are mostly useful in one of our other regions. No, we can't build airships here at all. It looks like we can only build those in another region.
But I'm not in this for the kudos. My dream is to connect the four corners of the world. So I'm making my designs available to everyone, your good self included.
Yeah, I think that that's only for when we get to the other, well, you could do the post office. I think the post office needs airships. I don't remember. Otherwise, the airships are only useful when we get to another region, which could be a little bit. I think we can definitely upgrade our potato production. We're not making enough for our schnapps production. Take this road and wrap it around a little bit more. And maybe there's room to put potatoes over here, but I don't think it's a lot of room.
You have something for me, don't you? The consummate professional.
All right, we can put some potatoes in. And we only have 680 artisans, and we need to get 750, so we're slowly increasing this. Now, each of these can continue to get more population if we fulfill their needs, but I want to get Ship of the Line before we start this quest here.
I'm suddenly hot under the collar.
And our Ship of the Line is going to take, I don't actually know because it won't tell me, but we're going to need a decent amount of wood to produce that also. So, let's go ahead and take this off of this ship and send it back to our warehouse. Because we're going to probably want that on a Ship of the Line or something that's going to go and do more trading.
Stations.
All right, move our fleet off over here for a moment.
Flap the flag of freedom.
All right. Oh, I think we probably need more. Yeah, we need more steel in order to make these all artisans.
Simply go to press.
All right, so we have 2 negatives here.
What glad news.
And this is going to make our competitors angry, but it will be okay for now.
How unexpected.
Even now, the same damn bunk.
I find newsprint is more than enough for them to chew.
Of course he would be happy with that. I just want artisans to be able to send this ship off to the new... It's not really the new world, it's still part of the old world, but it's a much, much bigger island as we hunt for the lost queen. I don't think we're going to quite get to that tonight because I am going to be ending probably in about 15 minutes, but we'll see what we can do in that time. We should be able to get the ship of the line going now, but we need more wood and more cannons. All right, so we just have to wait for our wood production and our cannons to be completed. We have plenty of logs being made, so we can add a couple of these to just kind of make that faster. And we also have a pretty good income right now, about 1,500.
A competitor raised a settlement.
I think we lost some of our artisans. We had over 750, but these are going down because we're not producing enough in our sausage. And we're also not giving them a theater, so they're kind of not super happy, but it's fine. We can add a theater in. I don't have enough steel to actually make this right now, and I don't have enough windows. So maybe we won't add a theater in because I don't have window production even going yet. I think this one can probably also go away because these two will go to this warehouse it's closest. All right, now we're just waiting on cannons, but we have everything else that we need. So I'm going to go ahead and just speed this up, let it go, see if we can't produce those cannons as quickly as possible. I think we need 10. We have enough workers and we have enough money that we can add another cannon production. This is going to take 4 steel every minute 30. And that's producing 4 steel every 30 seconds. So I don't think we'll have to do too much to expand that right now. We might just be able to get by with just another one of these. And it's right next to the warehouse, so hopefully that will go pretty quickly. And we just need 6 more cannons. We might be able to start making some of our prerequisites for glass production. I don't think we're going to get all the way into glass production, but at least get a couple of the buildings put up. And then we can use that to build our theater up here, which will make them happy. But we're taking a pretty big decrease in our money right now. Because we were at over 1,000 and now we're considerably not. I think we just need more sausage going on. So how are we doing on pig production? We have plenty of pigs, we need more sausage, so let's just make another one of these. And now we'll have another sausage production line. All right, hopefully that solves our sausage issue. We are now short on workers, but if we can get sausage going again, we will have plenty of workers. And that will also make our money go up. But now we can build our ship of the line.
Is it wrong to want more?
We seem to be satisfying enough of our sausage production, so hopefully we'll just get some more people moving into these houses. And we can also upgrade more of these to workers. We have plenty of people in this category. That brings our income back up pretty good-ish. I think we'll be doing better once we have completely satisfied like sausage and everything that the artisans need, because the artisans can bring in a lot more money than our workers. And I think our workers have everything they need. We could do a little bit more on the schnapps, but I don't know that it's needed right this second. Because that's going to take more potato farms. We almost can build another ship of the line. We're halfway there. All right. Our wood production is full, so we're not using that right this second. Spending so much money. We were bringing in close to 2,000, and now we are negative, just slightly, but still. I'm not super worried about it because this is 55,000. So unless this starts to get negative like 400 or more, we should be fine. All right, the ship of the line is almost done.
Ship constructed.
And when I get enough cannons, I'll build another one. But I can sell this over to the lighthouse here, and we can go and rescue the queen. Well, at least get that started. We're not going to complete that tonight because I'm going to go ahead and end it in about 5 minutes.
What's already gold? I shouldn't ask. We've all we've ever wished for.
We'll gather and toast your elf.
All right, so our ship of the line has come over, and we will want to go about equipping some decent items on here so that they can survive the expedition. But again, that is something we will do next time. The ship will get over here eventually. And then we'll at least get the quest started.
Now, here is a vital matter.
It's deeply trivial, but I dare say that won't bother you.
Fustelarian flee! A bold new expedition, Admiral. This is the eye of the Devil's Storm to come.
All right, so we'll be able to start this expedition next time. And we have a new ship of the line to complete it. And so we'll have this over here to kind of stock up on supplies, and then it will be able to head out to a new area. If I can get 2 more cannons here, we'll have another ship of the line, and we can also start doing the To the Land of the Lions expedition, which will also open up another area. There is multiple areas. If we go out to our world map, we can see there will be a quest to explore this area. There's a quest to explore up here, a quest to explore over here, and over here. So we get multiple ports in different areas and just kind of really expand this and connect everything. And each region will have different things that they can provide. But that will be next time. I think this is where I'm going to end this particular stream. So I will catch you next time.